Hi guys, and welcome to RCC Adventures. Now today, I said in the last video that we'll be moving cars about, which is what we're doing today. It is getting rather hot and I am now regretting wearing a jumper, but I'll take it off in the car because the car really warms up anyway. So, gonna take Major down to the container, and then there's a slight change of plan because originally it was when I was going to take Harlequin down to the marina, but because I've just fitted that drive shaft, I don't want to go that far, so I'm going to bring Harlequin back here, just in case there's any issues. Maybe a good test of seeing how well she drives on the road with me fitting a drive shaft. So yeah, let's get him up and running, you mounted, and then let's get down the container. One of the major issues of him being here is the trees above, because I haven't put the cover back on because the cover was wet, so I was drying it out, and then because of that, well, I started wiping them down, but you can see tree debris everywhere. I mean, down in the container, I won't have any of that, plus the cover will be on, so going to be much happier with him being down there. More secure as well, because they've got like CCTV and gates and people always there, so a lot better. So yeah, let's get you mounted up and we'll head over there. Right, okie dokie. So I am going to have to run with the window down because it's going to be far too hot otherwise. You see, you are mounted on my, well, the channels, 3-point suction cup mount. Now hopefully it won't move around too much because it is designed for this job, but this car does vibrate a lot, so you might. So we'll see. Obviously I'll take the jumper off because it is far too hot. And yeah, let's get him down the container, pick up Harlequin, come back here with Harlequin. Took quite a lot of effort to get going this morning. It has been ran since we went to Goodwood, so that is a little while. But if I know that this suction cup mount works in here, then that's all good, because pretty much this is the only vehicle that it hasn't really been tried on. Hopefully you can see that pretty good. I think I went right on the angle. So if you don't know, I know I've explained it in previous videos, but if you're new to the channel, this is my 1958 Ford 100E. There's the Anglia. There was 3 different types. You have the Anglia, and the Popular, and the Prefect. 4 if you count the van, which was the 300E. Prefect had 4 doors. This has got 2 doors with 4 windows. And don't quote me, but I believe the Popular was 2-door, no door windows. Well, I might be wrong, but this is the Anglia anyway. It hasn't got the stock engine, which is a side valve normally. Normally about 1100cc. But this has got the 1600 GT cross-flow engine, which would have been found in the Mark 1 Escorts or Mark 1 3. We've had it as well. You also had a 1300 cross-flow engine. I think there was an 1150cc cross-flow engine too. This is the more powerful 1600 GT though. It's got a twin choke Weber on it. This is the carburetor if you don't know that. But yeah, if you look back at the channel, you'll see it's got a few videos on this. I've had this since January, but it's actually only been on the channel since end of March, maybe beginning of April. Can't really remember. And when I got it, it basically wasn't running was running, it was running extremely rich. Wasn't quite happy with the amount of throttle on there, but he's an old boy. Yeah, so he wasn't running particularly well at all. He was running far too rich. He was filling the engine with fuel. Not the combustion chamber, the engine. Which is not ideal, obviously. And that was down to a mixture between the fuel pump being completely and utterly knackered and the weather car that was on there needed a rebuild. We did change it to the Zenith Strongbird unit that would have been on it if it was a 1600 crossflow, not the GT. So I had the manifold for that as well. But it was doing the exact same thing. So it was more likely, mostly down to the fuel pump being completely kaput. I think it was the wrong fuel pump anyway. And yeah, so I've also done new coil, new dizzy cap, new rotor. I haven't changed the HD leads, but I've put new spark plugs on. I've given it an oil change. Once it's done 1,000 miles, I'll do another oil change as well, because the oil inside was so sludgy. It was horrible. And it also gone grey as well. It turns out it wasn't water, it was fuel. It was inside the oil. And now, once he's running, which obviously being a classic car, they do like to muck around a bit. But once he's running, he runs really nice. It's got an automatic choke at the moment, which is run by coolant. I'm going to be doing a manual conversion to that, to have a manual choke. It already has a manual choke cable there, but the cable's rusty. It doesn't actually move by itself. It's rusted inside the sheath. I'll just go around here in third gear, I think. I'll change that in a second. There's no need, it's got so much torque. This is the first time that this car's actually going to the container. Never been there yet. That's good. A little bit of a burp. And the thing with the classic touring car kind of makes sense because he's already got 4-point harnesses. He's already a 2-seater and these seats do kind of support you in some way. probably would have to actually go for the correct specification seats and roll cage and God knows what else, but possibly to put him on a track as a track car probably won't be as bad. We'll probably run him as he is now. So it didn't take very long, probably 10-15 minutes or so, and we are already at the container. Probably get looked at by Lee, who's the boss here. Yeah, the back of him. That's the boss of the place here. Very nice guy. So yeah, in the I'm not sure if I said it or caught it or anything like that, but in the last video I was told that the gate was hit by one of the coaches that park here, which I find amazing how someone managed to do that. There's Harlequin. Hopefully she starts, because I think actually I just remembered didn't pick up the jump leads. So I did pick up the jump pad I've got this started, so we'll see. Might end up having to go back and go get the jump leads. Stop here for a second. Then we'll have a little look round at both cars, because I don't think these two have actually been together. Yes, they have. Yes, they have. But not here. So, okay, we are kind of parked up. Still got him running because I need to move him into the space. But let's see if Harlequin will start. It's not been long since being down here, but you never know. You know, she did struggle to start last time. Keys in the ignition. Is that it? Right, let's see. There we go. So two very different cars. Obviously one being classic, one technically almost, well, she is a classic now, but only down to the age. But that's true classic. And yeah, rat look, proper classic. But both of these can almost be classed as rat looks because they're not original. Because that would be, well, Major, he's been on a Facebook group called, oh, what's it called? Rat Look Bastards. That's the Facebook group, I think. I might have got the name right, I might not have got it right. But he's on there, and so is Harlequin. Because they also go for the classic patina and everything else look. So because he's matte, there's matte paint on him and the way he looks, he's allowed in the group as well. Obviously that's the main one that's for the group, because obviously it's got rust on it, which is rat look. So yeah, let's get her out of the way as she's now running, and then we'll get Major in the same spot, put his cover on, and then we'll head back for a drive in her. Got the aircon running in Harlequin. Blimey, it's hot in there. Not surprising, really. Right, so let's move Major back into place. So I've moved Harlequin over there now, so let's get Major in place. We'll get his cover on, then we'll head back. The next bit you'll probably see will be you mounted up in Harlequin. There's no point me filming putting the cover on or anything like that. I will keep going for a minute. We'll move him back into place, and then when we're driving back in Harlequin. So we have to set you down somewhere. That'll do. Hopefully that doesn't stop. So you're looking at the roof. In a minute. Do need to sort the exhaust out of this. It rattles around. probably do whilst he's here, because we are able to, is give Major a wash. Right, okay, so that's him parked up for now. We'll turn him off, and yeah, let's get the cover on. Surprisingly, deceivingly hot today. I know there's blue sky, but when I was getting prepared to start filming and I was still getting changed and everything like that, it didn't seem like it was going to be that hot. Whew, should have put shorts on. Anyway, right, what am I doing? What am I, keys? That's what I'm doing, keys. They're not on the passenger seat, they're in the ignition, because I just turned them off. Don't know how much of me you can see. Obviously, Rover's over there in the container. We're not playing with Rover today. On the Rover, actually, I'm not 100% sure, but I believe the meeting for at Bewley about what vehicles are going in the museum is happening today. So, because we asked them about the Rover, we might actually hear if they would like to have the Rover in the museum or not today. Maybe today, maybe tomorrow, to find out whether it was even considered. Now, one thing I do need to do on Harlequin, because I still haven't been able to get in it, is work out why the boot's not unlocking. It's not releasing. And that's new since it's been down here. It was fine before I brought it down here, so I don't know why it's all about. But anyway, there's some stuff in Harlequin that I need to take with me. Like jump pack, that's going to go back to the house. I can't stay in Major. And yeah, so let's get you set up in Harlequin and we'll drive back. There we go, he's all soaked up, ready to go. He's got his cover on, and this is what I mean by the cover was wet. It's on the outside, but it's also on the inside as well, or was. The inside is now dry, but you can see all this old, sort of now muddy, disgusting, horrible bits of old tree that's still on the cover. Now it does look weird on there, but that's because it's got a wing mounted mirror and not one on this side, so it does sit oddly. And the cover isn't exactly the right size for the car, as it's baggy at one end but tight at the other. But it ain't coming off. I'm happy with that. That's where he's going to be staying for a while. Now eventually he will be heading in the container when the Rover's gone. Whether that is because Bewley said yes to it, or for the fact that Dad sells it on. The Rover's not a keeper to us. So yeah, so Major will eventually go in there, but for now he is going to be parked here, all nice and secure inside this container unit or yard, which has got 24/7 security, which I'm a lot happier with it being here than being back at the house, because there is effectively not much security at all, really. Sorry if you move. But I'm not sure if you can see from that angle, but we now have the fluffy dice from Major now in here, because the fluffy dice make more sense in here, as far as I'm concerned anyway. Right, let's clean the windscreen because it is filthy dirty. There you go. Right. Let's play with 2.3 or 2300 cc's worth of 5-cylinder. Obviously gently at first, I don't want to be breaking anything pretty much straight away. Might have to move those fluffy dice, they are kind of in the way. We'll turn around. It's easier for them, easier for me. Bye Major, be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. yes, that's where he's going to be staying for a while. Obviously Harlequin's going to be going back to the house for now, but won't be there for long. Probably tomorrow we'll take her down to the marina and then we'll pick up Ron. So it'll be 3 videos effectively. So you get the video today, you got the last video, and then you get another one as well. So, you know, plenty of content all in one go. So far so good. Really do need to clean the screen. The screen wash hasn't really done much. There's still specks of whatever on the screen, but she is desperate for a wash. Or a wipe down, not necessarily a wash. But it's getting to the point where I'm going to start thinking about either waxing or putting on lacquer. Very different feel. Very different feel. I think the tracking's out now. Yeah, tracking's out. There we go. Now this will be a perfect test if the job's done right. That's a good start. That wasn't even a hot pull. That was gentle on the throttle. But there's tracking, if you can see I'm straight and the wheel's not. So tracking's by that. Yeah. Missed that noise. She's not the fastest thing in the world, but she does sound great. You fall in love. That van had no choice to move out of the way. Move out of the way, you know what I mean? Move out of the way. Hope you're really getting some good V5 noises. I have no doubts at all that you are. Oh yeah, the jack's in the boot. I forgot about that. Obviously I can't get in the boot, so apart from I'll put the seat back down. Cyclists. Yes, I am pleased to report that the old girl is driving well. Yeah, if you like these kind of videos, guys, where I just bring you along to whatever I'm doing, it might actually be a how-to video, it might be a road trip, it might be going to a show, or just working on cars in general. Whatever it might be, if you like these kind of things, if you can subscribe to the channel, that'd be absolutely amazing, because we do this kind of thing all the time. Plenty of content on the channel. You can always go back, look at what we've done in the past. Like we've done a few reviews in the past. They're popular. I'm hoping to get a few more reviews in this year. I'm not making that my primary source of content. I think my primary source of content is working on cars. And yeah, so if you can subscribe and hit that bell. If you hit that bell, you'll get all the notifications, so you know when we've uploaded a new video. I generally do it every 5 days, because I'm a busy man, not just outside, well, not just doing YouTube, but I'm also I've got a daytime job, technically a nighttime job now. I'm working night. And yeah, so let's keep heading back home. Go from there. One thing you've got to be careful when you've got this kind of vehicle. There's a lot of police around, so you can't be driving like a complete hooligan. You shouldn't be doing it anyway. Not on the roads. But you can't drive like a complete hooligan because you get noticed. Noticed a lot. And we're nearly back now. That's all we're doing today. We're not going to go get Ron. It was going to be a slightly bigger video, but I thought probably not a good idea, just in case something does go wrong with old Harlequin here. Yeah, she's lowered. Can't go over speed bumps. That's the difference between Mini, Ron and Major. You can go over speed bumps, but Harlequin, you cannot. You scrape sumps. It's obviously not a good idea. Well, so I'm going to end the video. We're pretty much there now. So if you'd like, share, subscribe, make sure your friends are following and they're subscribing themselves, and we'll catch you in the next one, guys. Plenty of stuff going on as always, so yeah, cheers.